like this is something that I have been pondering on for a long time, and like there is something like its function is can be seen like there is something which is experiencing the character of Aman, the character of Lisa, as well as everything, and it is doing it constantly. It's doing it like there is no interruption. So it's the function of experience. It is doing it constantly. But what it is, I am not able to fathom how it can be recognized, because whatever it is which is experiencing, I mean, anything which can be recognized, then the question comes, then who is recognizing it?
Mm.
So, so I feel like, I mean, boy, it's almost impossible. Like, how can it be recognized? Because if anything is recognized, then the question comes, who is then recognizing it?
Mm.
So, so there is an object of recognition, but the moment any kind of if it comes in the form of any kind of experience, I mean, anything we recognize is through an experience.
Mm.
So, so any experience, whatever kind it is, the question comes, then who is experiencing that?
Mm.
So,
That's very mindy. There's nothing wrong with that.
mhm,
There is a there is emptiness right now, so there is looking
mhm,
that's absolutely
yes,
empty. There's nothing in it. It goes on infinitely, forwards and backwards and sideways and upside down. It's infinite. It's undefinable. And that's not a recognition, it's not an idea, it's what it is. So it can be a deep resting in that, but for nobody. And that's different from looking out through a person. It's empty.
mm,
Whereas the person is full of itself. The person feels located inside the body, the person feels somewhere.
mm,
So it's not intellectual. It's not something that sees something. It's not an intellectual recognition. That's often what happens, is there's intellectual recognitions, or there's a before knowing or an after knowing. But what's actually being talked about is right here, right now, the emptiness of perception. That there is nothing here perceiving, yet there is perception. And that perception is not separate from what is being perceived. The subject and the object are one and the same. The seeing and the seen are the same. The hearing and the heard are the same. The tasting
mm,
and the tasted are the same. The smelling and the smelt are the same. The feeling and the felt are the same. There's no
mm,
separation. Perception is totally empty. But what happens is that perception becomes, or it seemingly happens, that the perception is identified with the person. So the person and perception become one and the same thing. And then it feels like perception is coming from a location that the person is perceiving. And then the
mm,
person feels like a story that goes in time. And then that person has awakenings in times and then says, who am I? Who is it that
mm.
recognizes this? But there's nothing that recognizes this. It is the way it is. It's not an activity. It's totally empty. It's right here. It's this infinite spaciousness. It's so tasty and juicy.
Yeah. I had a conversation with Ananta, who's a student of Muji, a few years ago, like in 2013, and
Mhm.
at the time we had a like a one-on-one, and he told me that you are not what you truly are is not a object, but what you are is a function, and the function of experiencing. But what I mean, I could get that, yes, there is the function of experiencing, which is experiencing everything, including the character of a man or as well. But what it is that is experiencing, uh, whatever the invisible thing it is, which is experiencing, I mean, there has to be something which is experiencing. But how can that be? How can it reveal itself? I mean, that I struggle with.
I don't know. I don't know. We can look at the
Oh,
person and we can look at what happens in life, and what often happens in the person is a relaxation of dynamics, a exposure to non-duality, but it becomes revealed at some point, and it's quite mysterious how.
so when it gets revealed, like for example, in your case, what was revealed and to whom?
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I think you've already asked this question.
Pardon?
I think you've already asked this question. But that was your previous question.
Yeah, means I know, but I mean, but I'm not able to like grasp it. So that's why perhaps I'm asking it in another way.
Yeah, it seems like the same way. Just asking it through my story. Like it's the same question.
Yeah. Mm.
I can't be bothered to answer again. I'm so sorry. I really love you and I wish you so well, but I
No,
can't
no,
be
it's
bothered.
it's okay. Yeah.
You
It's
can
okay.
you can rewind, like you can go onto the thing and listen to it again.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just not the
Okay.
momentum to answer that again.
Yeah. I understand. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for your
Yeah,
time.
thank you. Yeah, lots of love.
Yeah. Same to you. Bye.
Bye.